starting stuff. This is my first conversation with myself. Um, I wanted to make this channel to get used to speaking, speaking out loud, to practice speaking in public, and also speaking with an audience. In the future, I want to be motivational speaker, public speaker of sorts, and I thought I'd use this opportunity that I have in life, if the digital age, to not only record myself speaking, but to be able to use it as, in a way, motivation for myself to keep going and prove to myself that I can do something that, I'm not used to. And what better way to do that than to record yourself, look back on it, and practice and reflect on what you can do better, what you're doing wrong, and improve. I come from a background of playing sports, and in sports, one of the biggest things you do, well, two of the biggest things you can do are practice as you play and to break down film. It's hard to get better if you're not recording and breaking down exactly what you're doing and what you could be doing. And that's something I've decided I'm going to start implementing more in my life, period. But with this thing, I wanted to take more seriously, which is speaking. I've never had a real issue speaking or speaking my mind, but sometimes I find it that when I get excited to talk about something, or when I have something I have knowledge in, I tend to over-explain or lose control of pace and voice. And I've decided with this channel, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna, on my own, take some time to research different strategies and ways that I can improve my speech, but also find different ways that I can implement them and record it and improve. So at the end of the day, recording is the way that I can get better at something. It's hard to get better if you're not, looking back on things you can improve on. The way I wanted it to be done is, obviously there's gonna be like background stuff and stuff, background noise and stuff, but and there's gonna be distractions in the background. And now I'm doing this from my apartment, but I wanted it to be one take. I wanted it to be one of these things where I recorded all in one take, and I look back on it raw, because in conversation in the real world, you're not gonna have an opportunity to say, stop, pause, let me do over. You're gonna need to get through all of the points and ideas you wish to convey without that break. The biggest breaks you can take are in between speech, and that's something that I'm learning now. Something that I'm gonna start implementing more is pausing and taking breaths and swallowing spit while I'm speaking. That was something I struggled with often growing up. I would start speaking, and then I would have an overwhelming amount of spit that would build up in my mouth. And I wouldn't know what to do with it. Sometimes as I'm speaking, it would spit out. Sometimes it would almost in a weird way, kind of drool down the side of my mouth when I was talking, if I was speaking for an extended amount of time. That's something I've decided I'm going to work on, and something that I can do to work on that is to take more breaks and to slow down instead of trying to get through everything I want to say at once. And yeah, that's what this is going to all be about. That was a long-winded introduction, but this channel is mostly going to be like me practicing speaking. And I'm going to be talking about random topics that I think about and things that come to me and random ideas I have because I think a lot and I reflect a lot and my takes on them and experiences on them. So yeah, welcome. If anyone were to come across this, is more for, like I said, that replay value, but obviously it's gonna be posted out in the public, so someone might come across this. So this is gonna be an introduction, but also today was my practice on taking breaks between ideas and giving myself time to think before blabbering out. So, welcome to the journey. My name is Keyshawn. I realized I never introduced myself, but my name is Keyshawn, and I hope to look back on this one day and see it as a net positive in my life, and I hope anyone that comes across this can use this also as motivation to do those things you want to do and not to hold back, because life is only so short, and if you don't do it now, when? So thank you.